South Park had a funny episode about like some kid not wanting to eat broccoli. And then some other kid in school said, hey, just say mommy touched you. What? Just say daddy touched you. What? What do you mean? Just say they molestated you. Molestated? What's molestated? I don't know, but you say molestate, and next thing you know, mom and dad are gone, and you can do whatever the hell you want. And they're like, what? Really? So that's funny. The whole episode, if a kid was saying, hey, my mom's making me do homework. Well, just tell her she molestated you. Molestated you? What's that? Oh, I don't know. It's a magic word. It makes all the parents disappear. It was an extremely funny episode of South Park. And dead on, though, because they round up all the parents and they bring them to like a boot camp that looked like it was run by Adolf Hitler. And as long as the parents admitted guilt, they'd be let home. See, because family law, family courts are not courts, and they're not law. They're not from acts of the legislature. They're not from acts of Congress. They're from the executive branch. And the executive branch, for some reason, the legislative branch and the congressional, the legislative branches in this country relinquished their duty of creating agencies, and they allow the new administrations to create agencies. So they let the executive branches create the agencies, which is, to me, it's obscene. It's just, wait a second. We elected you congressmen, and these state and United States constitutions clearly define the creation of agencies are reserved with the congressional or the legislative branch. What are you doing? Letting the executive branch take over. And I mean, I understood during the Civil War to speed, expeditiously the commencement of, military troops and services and flows of supplies. I understand why they did that during the Civil War. They needed to move quickly, and they didn't have to wait for all these congressmen to vote on whether or not we're going to allocate office to this railroad company or to this, bridge building company. Abraham Lincoln was able to basically write the checks. Say, look, we got to get this stuff going. Move. We can't debate this on the floor for 6 months a year. People are getting killed out here. We got to take over. And for whatever reason, I guess the executive branch had done it so much more efficiently that Congress just said, hey, you know what? You guys got it going on, man. You guys got this stuff, running like a clock, man. We might as well just let you take over. So, like I said, when you say social services is doing something like illegal, no, they're not doing anything illegal. They're doing something unlawful. No, they're not doing anything lawful. What they are is they're an agency through the executive branch, and the executive branch just creates policy. So what they're doing is what you would have to complain about and whine about, and nobody would listen anyway, is they're not following their own policy. That's what they do. They create policy. Because if you look at any social service agency, or DHR, the Department of Human Resources, whatever you want to call it in your state, the chairman of the board is the governor. So where else do you find chairman of a board in government? I don't find it anywhere. I find it in corporations. So why do they define the governor as the chairman of the board? Because it's policy. It's like, okay, what's Coca-Cola's policy? What's Walmart policy? You walk into Walmart and say it's our store policy to do this, this, and this. So when they create policy, Walmart creates policy. How many people do they need to create policy? One. You got Mr. Walton himself do it. Mr. Walton will say, this is going to be my policy. How many people do they need for your state to create policy? One, the governor. So, his bimbo friends or whatever, his whoever happens to be, the governor's. Look at the governor of Alabama. He's a cosmetologist, a cosmetic surgeon, whatever, did boob jobs, lip jobs, or whatever, did tummy tucks, made your ass fat, whatever the hell he did. What policy do you think he could write for all these branches of all these agencies that's under his control? He'd probably write a PM1. He's probably busy kissing babies and shaking hands and getting ready for the next election. He probably couldn't care less about policy. He probably says, what's the policy been for the last administration? This works. Has it been working? Yeah, hell, then just let it keep working. I got to go kiss some babies and go take state dinner somewhere and brag about that I'm the governor. I got shit to do. I ain't got time for this crap. You guys do policy. I'm too busy. I'm a cosmetologist, whatever the hell he is. I can't forget the guy's name, but what a goofy looking dude. But anyway, that's what an agency is. That acts under the executive branch, but it's supposed to be going through the legislative branch. But the executive, for some reason, when a governor takes over, president takes over, for some reason he thinks he's going to dictate policy. And it's because, like I said, honestly, it is a lot more efficient than having it go through Congress or a branch or Senate or any kind of state legislative branch, because they could argue about a stupid how much money they're going to spend on Medicaid. They could waste, 2-3 years to decide what they're going to do, and they could say, well, we want this in the bill, and we want our roads fixed in our neighborhood before we sign on to Medicaid. So it's like, man, it takes forever to get stuff to Congress. For the executive branch, it's just say, get the job done. Lincoln says, do that, and everybody did it. So they're like, well, this is working good. Let's keep this going. So that's what they decided to do.